Okay, so I made a tweet saying that myself, Emily Vroom, prefer to date men that are not overly close with their mothers or men that come from a two-parent household. And I said, boys with single mothers, men with single mothers, ain't it. That was my preference. It's Twitter. You know what happens on Twitter. Here comes everybody butthurt, especially dudes. Now, what's crazy is my tweet wasn't really about the dudes. It was about the moms. However, the dudes are the way they are because of their mothers. So it's only natural they're going to react like that. You can only react how you're raised. You only know what you're taught, especially if you don't go elsewhere to learn something else, especially if you only learn one side of something, especially if you're a man that's acting like a female because you grew up with only a female perspective. Because single mothers raise a lot of overly emotional men. Point blank, period. Dudes who react like how y'all are reacting to a fucking tweet about a girl's preference. A girl you don't know, a girl you'll never see, a girl you'll never know. Why are you emotional over that? Why do you even feel a way? It's because you were brought up in a household where you saw a woman react and cry and just speak out over everything, because that's all you ever saw was just an overly dramatic, overly emotional reaction to even the smallest things. Something as small as somebody else's preference got you out of character. People asking me questions about like, why do I feel this way? There's a lot of reasons, and there's a lot of things that come into play with single parent dynamics. Like, single mothers look at their kid as their son, as their king. This is my king. They look at him as like their chance to create a right man, because they didn't get a right man. They've never gotten a right man. They created a baby with a man they thought was right, and then he up and left. So they put all this pressure on their kid to be like this great example of a man, and you got to help me, and you can never leave me. Like, you can't leave me because I made you. And it's just like this unrealistic and extremely obsessive view of your son. That's not your man, that's your son. So you're responsible for raising the next generation of man to go out and procreate and, you know what I'm saying, keep this world running and people being made. And you make it hard for your kid to even go out there and get somebody else, because you don't ever want him to leave you. Like, oh, how dare you put another woman first? Because if you ask a man who comes from a single mother household, like, who do you put first? Majority of them, I can't say all, I don't know everybody on this planet, but majority of them are going to say, my mom got to come first no matter what. That's not good. How are you ever going to move forward if you always feel like your mom has to be number one? And your mom and your wife are separate. Those are separate, but she's taught you that, oh, your girl's trying to, you know what I'm saying, like, take my spot. She don't respect me, blah, blah, blah. Like, moms have this tendency to manipulate and mind control, and I made you, how dare you disrespect me over her? And it's never even disrespect. Like, it's you choosing what's best for your own life, but moms can't handle that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this right quick. Hopefully, it could be right quick. I don't plan on taking too long for it. But in my opinion, I don't think this chick said anything wrong. You know what I mean? I guess there's little parts of our argument you can pick apart, but for the most part, I think she hit the nail on the head with what she was saying. And I just noticed like some of the dudes that was getting mad at her in the comments. That was like the type of dude she was talking about. She didn't want to date. You feel me? Um, so I don't know. Maybe it's just showing, or excuse me, not showing, but it's exposing who she said she didn't want to date. But I don't know what you guys think about it. I think she didn't say nothing wrong. Because even if you think about there's a lot of dudes on YouTube starting to say this too, that they don't want to date single mothers, right? It's a lot, and it's growing. Like, I'm talking about content creators and people in the comment sections too. So I don't know. Just let me know what y'all think. All right, peace.